Hey fam, what's going on? Kurt with Caribeque. So today I'm bringing you the ultimate crispy wing recipe in an air fryer. Some really basic, easy steps, but you gotta follow each one. Come with me, let's go. So here we have the ingredients for these crispy chicken wings. I cut up some whole wings, threw away the tips. You can use those for broth if you want, or stock, into flaps and drums. Then I have a little bit of salt here, some Redmond sea salt, powder salt. I have 2 to 3 tablespoons of cornstarch. You can also use baking powder. I have a half cup of flour, some olive oil to spray the air fryer with, and some honey heat rub, which is gonna be our seasoning. And of course, the wire rack. I'm gonna explain how important this is in the process. The key word to making these wings or keeping them dry. So after you have cut the wings, you just wanna go ahead and pat them dry. Make sure they stay totally dry. I'm gonna flip them over and repeat that same step. So I patted the wings dry on both sides, and now I'm gonna add just a little sprinkle of salt on both sides of the wings. This is gonna help draw some of the excess moisture out, and we're gonna go ahead and refrigerate this. Now keep in mind, refrigerating these wings for at least 3 to 4 hours is gonna be key in allowing the excess moisture to come out of these wings. So I'm gonna put these in the fridge and come back with the next steps. So these wings have been sitting in the refrigerator for about 3 or 4 hours. We're gonna go ahead and take them out, and we're gonna make our mixture with the cornstarch, the flour, and the honey heat to get these wings back in the fridge again for another 3 to 4 hours. So here I have a Ziploc bag. I'm gonna add the cornstarch or your baking powder. I'm gonna add the flour to the bag, and I'm going to add some honey heat seasoning. You're gonna put about 3 or 4 tablespoons in there so that when you mix it all up, everything gets that nice coloring and flavor from the seasonings. Next step, we're gonna take those chicken wings, we're gonna put them in the bag, and I'll show you what's gonna happen after that. So we put our wings in the bag with the mixture of the cornstarch/baking powder, as well as the honey heat and the flour. And we're gonna toss this around so that you get every single bit of the wings covered in this mixture. After tossing it around for a while, you can just shake it, keep it going, make sure that all the wings are covered. You could also use a paper bag, which that's a big thing in the South. When you're frying chicken, we do it in a paper bag. Get these covered. You're gonna get your tray out again, and you're gonna put these wings back on the tray. We'll be right back. So here you see the wings are nice and covered in that mixture. We're gonna go ahead and put these back in the refrigerator for at least another 2 to 3 hours. I'm telling you, the process of keeping the wings dry is what leads to successful crispy wings. Let's put these back in the fridge. There's several ways that you can cook these wings. One of the ways to get it super crispy, if you have a Weber kettle, is to do the vortex method, but I'm gonna be using my air fryer for all the air fryer family out there. But remember, you can do this in the oven, you can do this in the vortex, you can do it in an air fryer. You can even do this on a smoker, but for the crispiest wings, I think my air fryer is gonna be the way to go. So I just took the wings out of the refrigerator after being there for about 3 or 4 hours. We're gonna go ahead and get to frying. I'm gonna spray down the basket with some olive oil, and then we're also gonna spray the bottom, which leaves for easy cleanup at the end. One of the key things we need to do is preheat the air fryer. So I'm gonna put it on 400 degrees for 20 minutes. The first 5 minutes is to preheat it. And then the last 15 minutes, we're gonna cut in half to flip the wings at the halfway point. So let's get started. Alrighty, we're at the preheating 15-minute mark. Let's go ahead and lay these wings all flat into the basket. Do not stack them, we're just gonna lay them flat. We're then gonna turn the air fryer back on and let it go for another 7.5 minutes or 8 minutes each side. Then we're gonna flip them over. Stay tuned. So here we are at the 7-minute mark. Let's take a look and see how our wings are coming along. Yeah, you can see them getting nice and brown. Let's go ahead and flip them over. Never mind the coating you see on there, that will go away. And if for some reason it doesn't, just take some extra virgin olive oil, spray it on top of there, and keep them going. I'm gonna go ahead and flip these all over. As you can see, starting to get crispy. We'll be right back. Alrighty, these wings are done. Let's check out the whole process. There it is, folks. Crispy chicken wings. Let's go ahead and shake these out onto the tray. And we'll be right back with the crunch test. These wings look like they came out absolutely amazing. You can dip them in some buffalo barbecue sauce, some smack sauce. Let's go ahead and get a crunch test on one of these. Oh yeah, super hot, super crispy. I mean, it doesn't get much better than this. You guys can see that. Thanks for watching Kurt with Caribeque. Like or comment below.